Hello, everyone. I'm Corrin Davis. We are back for another episode of The Rundown. Lots to cover today, so let's get into it. The Lady Buffs and Buff Faithful painted the floor pink on Thursday night in honor of Breast Cancer Awareness before clinching a 48-34 victory over St. Mary's in style, might I add. The Lady Buffs rocked their pink uniforms, which personally I think they should add to the rotation. The men's basketball team also walked away with an 85-67 win against the Rattlers with their dominant offense. 5 Buffs reached double figures. Among that list is Larry Wise with 21 points, Julius Brown with 17, and Addison Wallace, Zach Toussaint, and Ryland Holt with 10 apiece. Saturday, St. Edward's took on the Lady Buffs at home. Let's check out some highlights. A minute and a half left in the first. Holly Stalder charges the free throw line, then kicks it out to Asia Hemur for 3 off the backboard. She's been a triple threat behind the arc all season. Lauren Taylor gets the ball on the perimeter, drives inside for the pull-up jumper, putting the Lady Buffs ahead 35-28. Jayla Burgess here. She challenges the defense, creating enough space to find the bucket. WT leads by 9. Taylor coasts it down the floor and dishes it out to Stalder for triple, and she sinks it. The Lady Buffs come out on top 78-57, and they still sit third in the West Division behind LCU and Angelo State. On to the men's game. Damian Thornton takes it down the floor and then passes it to Toussaint. Toussaint fires it in from behind the arc. Less than 5 minutes to go in the half. Julius Brown finds a spot from 16 and sinks it. The Buffs are up 39-30 here. Addison Wallace on the baseline. He powers it inside and lays it in there. Midway through the second, Brown drives past St. Edward's defense and puts it in, and the Buffs win 85-76. Lady Buff softball defends their perfect record this weekend against Angelo in a 3-game series on Friday and Saturday. Senior pitcher Kyra Lair took the mound in Game 1, throwing some heat for 6 innings, recording 5 Ks and only allowing 1 run. The Canyon native returned in the 7th inning and threw the final 2 strikeouts of the game. Her performance helped her earn the Lone Star Conference Pitcher of the Week. Fast forward to Saturday's doubleheader at Mare Stadium. Freshman Emily Boyer hit a clutch RBI double to help the Lady Buffs claim the 11-5 victory in Game 2. To finish out the series, the freshman sensation recorded a double in the gap to put the Lady Buffs ahead by 5. Her dual threat presence secured the sweep on the mound. Take a look at the scores from the weekend. Heading over to Austin, the Buff baseball team took on St. Ed's in a 4-game series, and the opening game of the series was nothing short of thrilling. Senior Ryan Johnson came in clutch at the plate with an RBI to bring Kix Farrell in, and then senior pitcher Tyler Cornett took the mound midway through the 11th, building on that momentum and recording his 3rd save of the season. On Saturday, senior Isaac Keene pitched a complete shutout with 3 walks and 9 strikeouts to finish Game 2. WT and St. Edward's split the series. Here are the scores. Lady Buff Golf closed out competition this weekend at the UCO Southern Invite, sitting in the 2nd place spot. WT led the day at 4 under par until DBU swooped in during the 2nd round and fired a 4 under to pass them. But 3 Lady Buffs found themselves ranked in the top 10 leaving day 1, including Lorenza Perini, Junior Riley Cook, and Senior Alyssa Campbell. Campbell continued her performance into day 2, tying for 4th, firing a 3 over par, and the Lady Buffs finished 2nd in the tournament. Buff Golf made their spring debut at the Rattler Invitational. Freshman Louis Palomo shot rounds of 78 and 71 and registered 5 birdies. The Spain native left the course on Monday sitting 12th and then returned on Tuesday and registered 5 birdies with just 1 bogey and shot 4 under 68, tying for 5th on the weekend. The Buffs finished 4th in the tournament overall. I saved the Lone Star Conference champions for last. I mean, who wouldn't? We have a lot to talk about here. The Lady Buffs brought home their 10th consecutive Lone Star Conference indoor championship, and the Buffs won their 5th overall and 3rd consecutive LSC indoor championship this past weekend. Several ladies brought home individual titles. Junior Taylor Nellums dominated in the women's high jump event, clearing a little over 5-4 to pick up the LSC title. Senior Eleonora Kurtabi followed suit, winning an LSC title in the mile with a time of 5:99. Nellums decided one LSC title wasn't enough, so she brought home another one in the women's triple jump event, jumping just over 42 feet. Senior Florence Chihuajaneza tabbed the leaderboard once again in the 3,000 meter event with a time of 10:03.80. Sophomore Raquel Chavez picked up the LSC crown in the women's 800 meter event, registering a time of 2:15.38. But it doesn't stop there, folks. To top off the women's side, junior Leah Belfield won the 60 meter dash, recording a time of 7:38, which is the 2nd fastest time in WT history. Now that doesn't even cover the men's events. Sophomore Luke Holcomb took home the gold in the shot put event, throwing for over 56 feet. Senior Butari Rubenarwa ran for the win, passing 2 runners in the home stretch, registering a time of 4:15.05. Isaac Bozzio clinched the LSC title in the 60 meter dash. The freshman recorded a 6:61, then turned around and dominated the 200 meter dash with a time of 20:88 to mark his 2nd title on the weekend. Bozzio now finds himself on the all-time charts, ranked 5th in the 200 and 7th in the 60 meter dash. Let's check out what's going on this week at WT. The men's and women's basketball team will take on LCU on Thursday night in another divisional matchup. The Lady Buffs will start at 5:30 and the Buffs after that at 7:30. Then on Saturday, both teams will be in Lubbock taking on the Chaps in their final regular season games. The women's game will start at 1 p.m. and after that, the men's will start at 3 p.m. Lady Buff softball is back in town for some more conference action. On Saturday, they will take the field for a doubleheader starting at 2 p.m. against UTPB and then finish off the series on Sunday at 1 p.m. Baseball will be on Mountain Time this weekend for a pair of non-conference matchups in Pueblo, Colorado. Competition will kick off on Saturday at 1 p.m. against Montana State Billings and then pick back up on Sunday going head-to-head with Colorado State Pueblo starting at 1 p.m. Lady Buff Golf is headed south for the St. Mary's Rattler Invitational starting on Monday and Tuesday, February 27th and 28th. You can buy tickets for all of these sporting events on GoBuffsGo.com. Before Saturday's game, the men's basketball team honored their 4 seniors on Senior Day. Among those who were celebrated is someone who's made a tremendous impact on this program. I got to sit down with Julius Brown last week and talk about his career here at WT.
So, you guys only have a few more regular season games left. I don't know, it may just be me, but I feel like this season has flown by.
No, it's not just you. It's the whole team. We all been talking about that, like how fast the seasons went by. And
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Right. And regular season's almost over. You only have a few more games left. One of them being tomorrow, which is also senior day. How are you feeling about that?
I don't know. I'm not that guy that gets too high or too low, but I mean, it's going to be exciting. My family's going to be here, so that's going to be fun. And it's crazy that it's already my senior year and I'll be done after this. It's pretty wild.
Well, I have to brag on you for a second because you've had a very successful career in the Maroon and White. You're averaging 16.8 points this season. You were named Lone Star Conference Offensive Player of the Week last week. You're a scoring machine. I think we all want to know, what's the secret? How do you do it?
I've just put in so much work into basketball, like waking up at 4:30 in the morning, having 3 workouts a day over the summer, and I've been doing it since I was 4. So, I think I'm finally getting rewarded for it, and it's been a lot of work and a lot of stuff that's went into it, studying.
It's been fun to watch. I've been watching you guys for a while, and it's evident that you're not only a leader on the scoreboard, but you're a leader in the locker room too. Always motivating, encouraging, picking guys up when they need it. What does this team mean to you?
Oh, it means a lot. I'm so thankful to be in this position and to come here and play for WT. Like, I tell myself all the time, it's one of the best decisions I made in my life because it was just something new for me, and I was able to branch out, and Coach told me, like, we're going to need you to lead, and he just gave me a whole new role that I wasn't really used to. Like at my old school, I was kind of a role guy, role player, but I was still able to be a leader at the same time because I played a pretty big role when I was playing that role. But coming here, he's like, all right, you got to run the team. And so it's been fun. It's been awesome. Coach believes in me, and so that puts confidence in myself to just be myself and play the game how I know how to play it.
Well, when you're not on the court with your teammates and your friends, you are going viral on TikTok and YouTube. I mean, you have over 1 million followers on TikTok. Yeah. Talk to me about how you got into the realm of content creating.
Honestly, it started out just having fun with it. Like, my friend introduced me to TikTok like my freshman year. And at first, I'm like, dude, what is this? Like, I thought it was pretty silly. But then, like, we ended up making a few TikToks that day. And then we were just having fun. I went to visit my girlfriend during COVID, I think is when it was. And I was like, let's try to make some TikToks. And our first TikTok hit like 11,000 views. And we were like, wow. And so we kind of just started taking it a little bit more serious and just doing it when we can. But we're pretty busy, so it's kind of hard to stay consistent like all the other top creators. But we do the best we can and just have fun with it. And that's how it started.
Where can people watching go to view your TikToks and your YouTube videos?
Well, our name is Ju and Gabs, Ju and A&D, and then Gabs, Gabs, and that's our name on everything, on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, and all that.
There you go. There you go. Awesome. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for joining us today, and best of luck to you tomorrow and throughout the rest of the season.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Student athletes have a cram-packed schedule, so for him to take the time to come and sit down and chat with me was awesome. Thank you, Julius. If you haven't already, go follow us on Twitter and Instagram at WT The Rundown. You can find all of our episodes on GoBuffsGo.com, and now you can find and stream our episodes on PressPassSports.com. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell. That's all for this week. I'm Corrin Davis, and you're watching The Rundown.